Having established myself as the new ruler of northern India, I set out to explore my new realm. But wherever I went, I experienced only shock and disappointment. The people here lacked all good manners and never paid their taxes on time. None of the cities that I visited had a university, and there were no good horses to be found, no tasty grapes or sweet melons. Nothing. The one saving grace was the enormous deposits of gold and silver, riches which made the Rajput empires in the west regard me with envy and suspicion. I knew better than to underestimate these independent princes, whom even Lodi had failed to subjugate. But motivating my men to do battle with them proved difficult. Many of the soldiers who had traveled with me from Kabul were disappointed that our campaign had not ended with a traditional Timurid pillaging. Like a sword that had seen too many battles, their loyalty had been blunted. I had to use all of my eloquence to convince them to stay. In a humbling act of sacrifice, symbolic of what I now asked of my followers, I publicly spilled a whole batch of Afghan wine that I had been looking forward to for months. My men were moved to tears when I announced that I would never again drink wine, for they knew very well how devoted I was to such worldly pleasures. When I asked Allah for his blessing, my soldiers held up their weapons in assent. With my warriors' loyalty sharpened, I began preparing for war.
Now that the Sultanate of Delhi is crushed, the Rajputs see their chance to regain power. Rest assured, Babur, we will not allow that.
निर्माता चारा खोजने वाला हाँ निर्माता
आपकी सेवा में आदेश
Centuries of war have made the rural population suffer. We may be able to win the peasants' loyalty by repairing their crumbling settlements.
खोजने वाला मिस्ट्री मिस्ट्री
मैं तैयार हूँ निर्माता निर्माता निर्माता
नमस्ते मैं तैयार निर्माता आदेश निर्माता आदेश तुरंत मिस्ट्री करूंगा हाँ मिस्ट्री
आदेश
मैं तैयार निर्माता नमस्ते निर्माता
हाँ
It seems that we are no longer the only ones using gunpowder in combat. Portuguese traders sell arquebuses to the Rajputs. Let us show these infidel dogs from Iberia that they are not welcome here, so long as they do business with our enemies.
We feared that you were just another Tamerlane. But unlike him, you are generous and show mercy. We will follow you, Babur. We thank you, Babur, for keeping our village from falling apart. We promise to be your loyal subjects.
Adesh?
Our scouts report that the Rajput armies are on the move. They will attack us soon.
Metayaru. Karumbi. Namaste. Nirmata.
नमस्ते निर्माता आदेश निर्माता
Adesh? Namaste.
हाँ
Karum. Nirmata.
नमस्ते
Adesh? Metayaru. Karum. Nirmata.
हाँ समझ गया हाँ मिस्त्री
Metayaru. Nirmata.
तुरंत निर्माता
Babur, rumor has it that you are fairly sharing the spoils of war. What do you say?
Adesh?
Is there still room for some talented horsemen in your ranks? The only thing that shines brighter than the manes of our noble horses.
आदेश मैं तैयार
Come, men.
मिस्त्री
From now on, we ride with the Mughals.
Nirmata.
नमस्ते खने
We thank you, Babur, for keeping our village from falling apart. We promise to be your loyal subjects.
हाँ खने निर्माता मैं तैयार हूँगा निर्माता नमस्ते खने
Adesh? Namaste. Adesh? Nirmata. Namaste.
आदेश मैं तैयार हूँ मैं तैयार हूँ तुरंत निर्माता 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 निर्माता
आदेश मैं तैयार हूँ
आदेश
नमस्ते निर्माता 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 कमिक हाँ आदेश निर्माता 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 नमस्ते हाँ
नमस्ते
निर्माता
हाँ मैं तैयार हूँ लक्कड़ निर्माता नमस्ते लक्कड़हारा खनिज
नमस्ते आदेश समझ गई मिस्त्री निर्माता 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 निर्माता
मैं तैयार हूँ करूँगा हाँ समझ गया मैं चल रहा हूँ समझ गया
हाँ हमला आगे बढ़ो आदेश चल रहा है
मैं तैयार हूँ आदेश मिस्त्री निर्माता
We thank you, Babur, for keeping our village from falling apart. We promise to be your loyal subjects.
समझ गया हाँ
समझ गया हाँ समझ गया समझ गया हाँ
नमस्ते
निर्माता किसान नमस्ते निर्माता लक्कड़हारा
Back to our caravels! Let us leave this cursed land as quickly as possible!
There they sail away!
आदेश
These Portuguese and their cannons will not cause us any further trouble.
आदेश नमस्ते तुरंत निर्माता निर्माता आदेश निर्माता 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 निर्माता
मैं चल रहा हूँ समझ गया आक्रमण
निर्माता
मैं चल रहा हूँ आदेश
आदेश नमस्ते तुरंत खाने हाँ नमस्ते हाँ लग समझ के हाँ निर्माता निर्माता निर्माता
We dealt the Rajputs a heavy blow. One of their kingdoms is shattered. One remains.
मैं चल रहा हूँ आपकी सेवा में
निर्माता
निर्माता आदेश निर्माता
Rajputs are defeated! From now on, you are truly the only man who can claim overlordship of India! Long live Babur, His Imperial Majesty!
With the Rajput alliance crushed, there was no one left who dared challenge me. A grand feast was held to celebrate my victory. Everyone who had stood by my side on my arduous path to power received an invitation, as did, of course, all of the descendants of Genghis Khan and Tamerlane. 40,000 guests accepted the invitation, including princes from Persia, veterans from Kashmir, and even commoners who had done me a favor in one way or another. Yet what pleased me most was the arrival of about 100 Afghan peasants from Transoxiana who had given me shelter during my days in the wilderness. I had never forgotten the bravery of these common shepherds, and they, evidently, had not forgotten me either. While I laughed at the follies of my fellow commanders and danced to my heart's content with the cheerful peasants, it was all just for show. On the inside, I remain a stranger, alone in a foreign land.